Hello everybody and welcome to Coew Wrestling Acid Storm 3, I believe. If this is number 4, I'm going to be so mad, but I think this is our third one ever in Coew Wrestling. We had one in Season 2, one in Season 3, and now we're having another one in Season 4, and it's time to go to work. John Cena, Jonathan Nation, not the person, but the person that is in the stage right now is making his way in Coew Wrestling. He did not want to miss this show. One of our biggest shows ever. Alright, we're gonna have to go work again, and it is John Cena running down that ramp. Hopefully he doesn't break his knees, this 50-year-old man. Did he just call him the greatest of all time? My dude. But welcome to Acid Storm, the best show in Coew Wrestling history. Was the original Acid Storm, and usually these shows never disappoint, and we're kicking off with a 5-man battle royal for the number 1 contendership for the Coew Wrestling Hardcore Championship, which we don't even know who will be the Hardcore Championship by the end of tonight. It could still be CM Punk, or it could be LP 123, but that is later on in our semi-main event. For tonight, we are kicking off hot with John Cena with the crowd all behind him. But there's also 4 other participants that are coming down into the ring real soon. As we can see, the world is watching with the world on the stage. And now it is time for fire. But who can be that fiery? We shall see. And it is Samoa Joe making his return to Coew Wrestling. Samoa Joe being gone, filming, fighting in other companies. Part of the Last True Soldiers with Kurt Angle. We have seen Kurt Angle more often than not. But now Samoa Joe is here. And Samoa Joe ain't taking any prisoners. He wants that Hardcore Championship. He wants to become champion in Coew Wrestling, and he's going to work hard to get it. And that's why he's here right now. He's marching around the ring. He is stalking everybody in the arena. Samoa Joe. Throwing up them hand signals with the towel around his shoulder. I think he missed the towel. I think he was trying to take that off, but he didn't. Oh, getting ready. I guess he's getting a little bit warmed up, waiting for his opponent to come out next. But the return of Samoa Joe is going to be followed by another superstar coming out here soon. But who may it be? We don't know. Oh, well, it won't be a Coew Wrestling special show without this man. And it is Top marching down. Top getting a win over LP 123. His, I don't want to say friend, maybe acquaintance, partner. His tag team partner. He got a win over him. And I guess that got enough momentum to be in this match. Now this is going to be interesting. If LP 123 wins in the semi-main event and Top wins here, they will have to face each other for the Hardcore Championships. And like, I wonder how that, you know, that like, pact will be able to work out there. Now we have seen that LP 123 has not held any ill will against Top, nor Top to LP 123 by the looks of things. But if Top gets the opportunity here, you gotta believe that he's going to strike at the champion, that he's going to take what he believes is rightfully his as the greatest Coew Wrestling Hardcore Champion in history when he held that belt. And now Top marching around the ring right now, getting the crowd riled up, throwing up the arms, trying to get some cheering along his side. But Top just staring off, not looking at everybody with the eyebrow. Some people are cheering for Top. Some people are gathering behind this man, this vicious, vindictive man, to win this. But also there is still 2 other participants that need to enter this match. We will see them very shortly. As our next participant for the number 1 contendership for the Hardcore Championship is going to be coming out very soon. And it is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, the FU briefcase holder. He could still cash in by the end of tonight if he really wants. But at the moment, he's currently getting another title shot opportunity against the Hardcore Champion. And we could see a view, the crowd singing along his theme when he's coming down here. That's probably a good idea. But, like, to be perfectly clear, Shinsuke could in theory become hardcore champion and the heavyweight champion if he really wants to, and that has happened. That is not unprecedented. There have been multiple times where we had both hardcore champion and heavyweight champion all in the same ring. So we could see that. But we also could see that it's going to be a bit different. I don't know. But our last participant here tonight, Shinsuke down in the ring, pacing around. And it is the cleaner, Kenny Omega, is coming out here tonight. Wanting to get a big title opportunity. Locking it in with the gun. Before potentially blowing up people inside the ring with the bang. Who knows? But the cleaner. And there we go. Kenny Omega pointing to his fans. Kenny Omega having a great tag team with Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi out injured because of the Mayhem match that happened on Coew Wrestling. So Kenny is going back into the more singles approach, and so far so good. As you can see, walking up them gold steps. The winners of how this is determined is by throwing both feet over the ropes and touching the floor. You are eliminated, and it's the last person standing in the ring. And you know, Kenny Omega, a lot of people in this match aren't very skilled at staying in the ring. Well, I mean staying in the ring. Some people go out to get weapons, but like, don't throw yourself overboard. All of these are very talented wrestlers. This could be a good scenario for everything. A possible dream matches galore in this ring right now. And now we're starting off the bell here. And Shinsuke Nakamura did win the opener of the last Coew Wrestling Special Show, Bella Fortuna, by becoming the FU briefcase holder. Could Shinsuke win another title shot, or could it be one of these other people? And that is a thing. And surprisingly enough, Kenny Omega is actually probably the underdog in this match. Like, everybody else has got wins. They got like the popularity of the people behind them. Kenny Omega might be the one that, you know, people look at and go, I don't see him winning. But he could blow it out of the park, and Top immediately going up top from John Cena. John Cena trying to eliminate Top, and Top ain't having none of it. Top is fighting back against John Cena. Remember, Top did beat The Rock, his former friend. And now quickly, Jonathan Cena with a suplex done there. We do also, if we have to remind you, all the belts are on the line here tonight, and we're going to go through our championship matches later on down the card. We have the Pete Dunne versus Romano. We have Dion Way versus the Chuckle Fucks. We have Rhea Ripley versus Sparkle Siren in a last woman standing match. We have Edward P123 versus CM Punk for the Hardcore Championship in a Iron Man hardcore match. 15 minutes on the clock to see who can get the most pinfall submissions. Last possible match that they will have against each other for a while. And the main event, Burnham versus Jim. And we also got medically to medically evaluate people. Everybody on the show is fully 100%. Maybe not CM Punk that much, but at least Jim and Byrne are all medically fit to compete. All of them are seemingly healed from their injuries over the course of Coew Wrestling, which is a surprise for Byrne, because Byrne, you know, was in a Satan's Death match last week. Well, not really last week, 5 days of streaming, 5 days ago. And now quickly with a right hook from John Cena. John Cena, everybody's still in this ring, everything's still to play for. Quickly with a DDT trying to get out of dodge there. Now quickly with an atomic drop to John Cena, and now a backbreaker to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe winning the tag titles multiple times in Coew Wrestling, very much in that championship contenders field. John Cena not winning a belt yet. Top probably being the most decorated champion in Coew Wrestling in this match. Former heavyweight champions, former hardcore champions, tag team champions. Top has won all of the belts, become a Grand Slam holder in Coew Wrestling. And Top is, you know, like, he's got the most experience somehow in, like, you know, asses sworn not pay-per-views, but special shows. In fact, he main evented the first one against King Rapid and securing the title from that special show. And that's an important detail that happened there. We are in also Italia as well. The Italian fans for Coew Wrestling going ballistic in the crowd. Top almost being eliminated there, but Samoa Joe taking hold of Kenny Omega, wanting to take out Kenny Omega first on his own. Top still on the ropes, but being taken down by Shinsuke. Samoa Joe trying to take down Kenny Omega. That might have been a bad idea from Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe wanted to take out the cleaner. You can't blame him because he calls himself the best bout machine. And now quickly Top being taken down, wrist lock by Shinsuke Nakamura. Quickly with a grapple there before Top go up, and then immediately John Cena with a clothesline down. John Cena now quickly trying to dish out some damage to Top, but Top quickly twisting that around, stopping him in his tracks. And that's the main thing about Top right now, is that he's not going to let John Cena bully him around. Like I've repeated multiple times, Top has beaten Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, John Cena's biggest rival, one of the big faces in the professional wrestling industry. Top has gone against big challenges and has come out on top. No pun intended. Kenny Omega is the first one eliminated from Shinsuke Nakamura. And now we're down to 4 participants. Top is the one bleeding. Kenny Omega also bleeding by the looks of it on the outside. I don't know when that cut happened, but sorry to hear from Kenny Omega. John Cena wrestling the ropes. I don't know why Samoa Joe isn't doing anything about it, but Top quickly with a knockout, and that's because John Cena quickly catched his breath to eliminate Samoa Joe by drooping down over the ropes. Shinsuke also going over. We now have got an Icon versus Top, and now Top is maybe looking to slay everyone. If John Cena can win this, he is going to fight against whoever the hardcore champion is down the line. John Cena wanted to get as much offense in. This man is having the final time in 2025. We're going to have the 5-knuckle shuffle, and that's not a euphemism for masturbation, unless if you look it up. And John Cena quickly landing that fist over to the face, and now Top is immediately getting lifted up, trying to throw him over the ropes. Could not work. No, Top throwing John Cena over the ropes, and Top eliminating John Cena by juking him out. John Cena tried to throw at Top, and Top just went, nah son, get over the ropes, and then a quick knee to the back of the head, and Top immediately winning the #1 contenders, meaning whoever is the hardcore champion at the end of this, whether it's his tag partner in LP 123 or CM Punk, he has the right to challenge them immediately after, and he is going for the hardcore championship. Match 2 of Acid Storm is kicking off already after that great battle royal match to kick off the show, and it's time for some singles competition, one of the many, and it is Rob Van Dam, a person who won a battle royal of his own. A bit bigger though, a bit bigger, like an 8-man battle royal. And there you go, the Rob Van Dam crowd, they're all chanting his name, they're all believe in Rob Van Dam. Mr. Saturday Nights, and he is having an open challenge. Well, not really an open challenge, more of a mystery opponent is going to be taking out Rob Van Dam, and he's going to be going after him. Rob Van Dam wanted a big shot here tonight. We don't know if this is for any #1 contenderships or whatever. We just know that this match here tonight is because of him winning that battle royal. So who will RVD face against? Well, hopefully we'll find out soon. But first, let's say his name one more time. Say it with me. This man is over like Rover with the audience here tonight. But who is his opponent? Who could it be? That is my question. Oh, I think I just heard it. I saw it on like the Strong over there. I think it might be the person that used to play as Drax the Destroyer. Is Drax the Destroyer here? Why, yes it is. Bautista. Look at this man. He's even got like his little tattoo on his little belly right there. Got a little angel wings tattoo belly. And Bautista about to shoot his pyro load into the audience. Batista is not, this is not Batista's debut in Coew Wrestling. He has wrestled here before in 2 separate matches. One in a tournament where he got immediately eliminated, and the other one where he got disqualified. But Batista is coming on back into Coew Wrestling to put on a big match feel, and that is what the Batista man is doing over here. Look at Batista, look at this man, look how big he is, look how muscly jacked this man is. He's like built like a refrigerator you want to store your meat inside of. But Batista is now walking into the ring. He's walking into a big match field with Rob Van Dam. I don't say I cannot believe that these two ever faced. I just don't think that they two faced off. And that is crazy to me. These two coming in around the Ruthless Aggression era, where Batista was in there with Evolution. RVD was tagging with Kane. They might have actually faced, they might have not, who knows. But we will see. Batista looking a little bit, he's looking a little bit like, at RVD. He wants to get a big win here tonight. Now crouching down, getting ready, getting them squats in, getting them ligaments all done up. Oh, almost like cracking the back of his head open on RVD there, back there, if he stretched out a little bit more. Rob Van Dam, Batista. We got a bald man versus weed man. Let's go. Let's ring the bell. And then quickly Batista grabbing over the head of our Rob Van Dam, quickly going over, and then immediately picking up Rob Van Dam like he's nothing to power slam him back down into the mat. Now, the strengths and weaknesses of each superstar Batista is definitely in the strength game. And look at him, he's flexing in biceps right now. He's big, strong Dave. Big Batista over here. He is strong. He is very much can just power lift you. He can wrangle you all over the ring, and you cannot do shit. Rob Van Dam is going to have to use quickness, cunning, and agility in order to beat Batista down, and that's what he is doing right now. Right now, he is using those things to take down Batista bit by bit. He's going after his like little legs over there. A little bit of the armbands takedown. I wouldn't say that the ground and pound punches should be RVD strat, but like everything else that he has been doing, besides like that ground and pound strikes, I think he's doing quite well. I think he's doing very much a good job. I do think that he's going into the striking game a bit too much though. You're going after Batista, you need to use your quickness in order to take down the animal. But the animal is quickly going to kick out of two there. The crowd chanting two and being like all happy about that. Also Batista representing Acid Storm with the Acid Storm green trademark as being used here. Quick elbow to the side. And Rob Van Dam doing a springboard crossbody to the outside. I think he didn't land all of it. He just landed on Batista's arms. They could have dislocated a finger from the animal, but that is a straight concrete floor for not landing flush on Batista. Quickly now targeting Batista a little bit there, trying to throw him into the metal barricades. No panning whatsoever, just pure barricadiness in this arena. And a spear on the outside onto the concrete floor, taking down RVD immediately. That is not a good sign for the Rob Van Dam inside of this match. Like, you do not want to be spared on the outside. Batista not wanting to count out victory on the special show, wanting to get in the ring, wanting to dish out some more big fight punishment. And you know what? That is understandable. Batista did just hit a massive spear that landed on concrete. And now Batista going around the side looking for a big move, but never mind. Dragon Screw taking down the leg of Batista, trying to make sure that his knee is handicapped. Maybe going after the spine a little bit there. Rob Van Dam doing a standing moonsault and landing that move flush on Batista. Quickly grabbing up Batista, quickly trying to do a jumping kick there, but that did not work. Batista quickly lifting up Rob Van Dam, clothesline, and about to step over disrespectful style, hitting him with, you guessed it, another clothesline. And there might be a third one here, and that third one, you may guess, is another clothesline. Batista lifting up Rob Van Dam, looking to hit some big moves, thrown into the ropes. Discus, not even discus elbow, just straight elbow shot straight to the nose. Trying to take down Rob Van Dam with sheer power, and that's what I mean by the ground and punch game. Batista will nail you a lot harder than you can nail him. Batista is doing the sheer just dominance right now, and even shoulder bars taking down Rob Van Dam immediately. Shades of John Cena, who we've seen earlier, being eliminated by Top. You know, again, another shoulder barge taking down Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam going to the outside. Batista not going for that suicide dive. He's not going for high-risk moves. He's just going on the outside, clothesline to the back of the head, and he is powering up. He's ready. He's just feeling it right now. He is feeling the anger that is inside of him because he is the animal. He is the big boy animal. Some people wonder how big Batista's dick is. I think of how big his ego might have been from taking out Rob Van Dam earlier. And at the moment, he is going after Rob Van Dam's sternum. And now quickly going to hit a sidewalk slam on the outside on the concrete, taking out Rob Van Dam's back. Rob Van Dam, ECW and non-lie, knows how to take some pretty bad bumps getting back into the ring. Batista, though, with his big powers, suckering in Rob Van Dam, maybe looking for a Batista bomb of his own, and nails it on Rob Van Dam, going in for the cover here. 1, 2, a kick out 2 from RVD. The Batista bomb was not enough, and I believe that might have changed the fact of the matter here, is that Batista wanted it to be enough, and it surely wasn't. Going in for an elbow drop, looking like he was trying to aim for his fucking head there. But then quickly, RVD going in for like a hip toss there, or like an arm drag. Going over, but then Batista just immediately lifting up Robin out like a child, and just plonking him down. Batista, what are you planning? Drax going up on the top rope, trying to get RVD to come up. I think he might be hitting a big top rope move, clothesline. Immediately taking down Rob Van Dam, and they're now launching the stops in, stomping down the chest, wearing out this old man. Credit to both of these men with their incredible age at the moment of around 40 to 50 years old, respectfully, between the two, possibly in their 50s. Both of them. Cannot confirm or deny, you must look it up on your own. These are some brutal spots that they are doing right now for their timers. This is like what the Saudi Arabia Prince expects whenever, you know, he wants to get some 2 old timers wrestling in the ring. But instead of it being actually shit because, you know, they're old in, like, you know, the flash life, this is actually going real good right now. 1, 2, 3. He DDT for Van Dam and 1. Batista wins. Batista wins. He just won from a simple DDT. That's his new finish. He calls that the Batista DDT. The BDT. The Animal Batista beating Rob Van Dam, ending his undefeated streak in Coew Wrestling at Acid Storm with them big muscles right there. Look at this big ass man right here. He is a Batistaing out right now. But yeah, congratulations to Batista for the big win here tonight. Our third match here tonight is going to be a timeless encounter because it is Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter for the #1 contendership for the Coew Edward Wrestling Women's Championship. That's right, we're having that here tonight. Timeless Toni Storm coming out here with the Italian fans sitting mostly in the audience. Maybe they don't understand Hollywood. Maybe Italians don't understand Hollywood. I don't understand that. But that is going in. Toni Storm getting up on the apron here tonight. Oh, I know some of them are standing. Maybe they just didn't notice Toni Storm. Maybe the black and white, you know, messes with them. They only see black and white and it's like, what the fuck is this? Maybe they didn't have black and white technology back in the day. Who knows? But anyway, Toni Storm entering in the ring, winning a 1/2 of the triple threat matches that happened last week to get the #1 contendership for the Women's Championship here tonight. And the other woman is going to come out very shortly. Now, Toni Storm doing her ritual of laying down in the ring or doing like little snow angels type shit. But we're going to see very quickly what Toni Storm could really do when she gets up off the mat. Stop trying to seduce the cameraman. I don't even think the cameraman can speak your language, Toni Storm. Unless if you know Italian, which you might do. I mean, you know. That's like... And now... standing in the ring. Going into our next encounter. And it is another person from the UK. And it is... Jamie Hayter, which is from the UK. I have looked this up. I was gaslit temporarily. It is not Ukraine. It is just Jamie Hayter, and it's from the United Kingdom. And Jamie Hayter seemingly getting more of the applause from the crowd here tonight. I have never seen Italy with palm trees in the background. I just realized that there's palm trees in the background. But hey, Italy might have, like, you know, palm trees. I don't know. I've never been to Italy. Apart from here and every single Coew Wrestling event that has taken place in Italy. Because that's why I've been here. And you know what? It's usually the stadiums. Maybe the stadium has palm trees, you know. We don't understand the climate, but Jamie Hayter now on the top rope about to pose up for the crowd here tonight. She wants to become the #1 woman in the business, and that is by getting the Coew Wrestling Women's Championship from Sparkle Siren. But before she can even think about doing that, we gotta figure out who is going to be the champion later on. Rhea Ripley, or Sparkle Siren. Jamie Hayter posing for the fans in attendance, pointing at the sky that is just dim. I don't get why you point at the sky. You might want to like not point at the sky. You might want to like get ready for the wrestles, and that's what we're doing now. We're getting ready for the wrestles. We're getting ready for the Colossal Tussle. Jamie Hayter, not Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter. And now it is time for a big fight feel here tonight. Ring that bell. Jamie Hayter trying to go in for a hook, but Toni Storm quickly with a grapple. Both, well, I was going to say both for British wrestlers. I think one is from Australia, and the other one is from, England, so you know that's a pretty bad example on my part. And Toni Storm quickly trying to do a suicide dive, but Jamie Hayter clocks her with a big fist, taking down Toni Storm immediately. Just a big right hand, being like, "Nah, you ain't doing flying." And Jamie Hayter taking the knees to Toni Storm. Jamie Hayter did dethrone Toni Storm to become the women's champion in not in Coew Wrestling, but in the other company with the 3 letters that isn't WWE. And now Jamie Hayter quickly will splash, taking down Toni Storm. Toni Storm deaded, eviscerated on the ground, but now quickly chops to the back of the head. Cold breaker taking down Jamie Hayter, and now going in for the cover. 1, 2, no, only a 1 count. Only a 1 count in this tight women's action right here. Toni Storm supporting the black and white color scheme as her timeless presents. And now stomping down on the hands a little bit here. We see a little bit of signs here. The best are here. That is a correct fan in attendance. While also Toni Storm is still stomping down on the hand of Jamie Hayter. If Jamie Hayter doesn't have any hands, the Hayter raid isn't going to be able to hit. The Jamie bomb isn't going to be used. Like, you all be thinking, Jamie Hayter needs hands. If you don't have your hands, then you're going to only need to use your legs. And those legs ain't going to be the finisher. A lot of things can go wrong in this fight, and a lot of things can go wrong in this special show. Toni Storm giving everybody a thumbs up, saying that Jamie Hayter's okay, which I do not understand why you would tell the fans that she is okay, but immediately into the gold-plated steps of their solid gold, richest gold in the business. If you ever want to get gold, go to Jeff Jarrett's pyramid scheme, where he tried to sell gold to you on is it GFW? Global Force Wrestling, that's what it is. Now going after the head, trying to punch off the head real quick. Trying to bust open that head of Jamie Hayter's. Now quickly going in. 7. Now a 7 count. Going back into the ring. Punching into the gut, never mind. Chop to them titties. Going after the leg, wrenching it a little bit, trying to break it down that green rope. And mind you, this is one of the better Acid Storm, like, jam-packed arenas. We actually got a canvas that isn't just wooden boards from, like, the skeletal structure of the ring inside the ring right now. We actually have a ring canvas. It's just if you go on the outside, you might get your back broken because you're landing on solid concrete floor. There's no padding on the outside. It's metal barricades, gold steel steps, metal posts, black steel posts, really, and also just like concrete floor, if I didn't mention that already. Like, it is all brutal. There is no give on the outside whatsoever. The actual in-ring part, while it's not comfortable, you're still landing on canvas. You're still landing on essentially wooden boards with a thin layer of padding over it. It is a lot more forgiving than just landing on like concrete that has no springs, no protection whatsoever. And so, like, fighting in the ring, probably a better chances, unless you want to risk it on the outside. Toni Storm currently landing some big strike moves. Oh my goodness, I think that was the back of Jamie Hayter's head hitting the bottom turnbuckle there. Rolling to the outside here, might be suffering a big concussion, or maybe worse, but now Toni Storm wrenching on that knee. Not really doing too much damage on the outside on the concrete floor. In fact, it might be damaging her own knees. But we're going to see how that goes. But then quickly grabbing all the head. Never mind, throwing her back into the ring. Jamie Hayter not wanting to stay out here. And you know what? That is a smart move. That is a very smart move. But Toni Storm readying for Jamie Hayter. Quickly with an uppercut, taking down Jamie. Quickly with a stomp on the arm. Going around back. Trying to use that butt real quick to break down the spine. Toni Storm going after the shoulder. Rolling Toni through, going in for the cover. one. Only a one count. Only a one singular count right there from the timeless one, Toni Storm. Now timeless Toni Storm quickly getting a splash done to her. And now is still out there. Never mind, stomp to the arm, rolling Toni Storm over. Quickly going in for a submission attempt. Trying to take out Jamie Hayter, but that did not work. Quickly landing a bunch of chops. Uppercut from Toni Storm. Toni Storm lifting up Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter being taken out with an axe handle. Another axe handle. And then quickly Toni Storm ducking underneath. Going over the ropes. Big jumping clothesline. Taking down Jamie Hayter. And Jamie Hayter going into the corner valiantly. With Toni Storm following through. Never mind, Jamie Hayter with double boots to the face. Jamie Hayter quickly now grappling around the head. Grabbing hold of a handful of hair. And then quickly in the corner goes Toni Storm. But looks at big clothesline in the corner. And a big splash to Jamie Hayter from to Toni Storm, I should say, from Jamie Hayter to Toni Storm. And now quickly going in for a sidewalk slam. Toni Storm quickly getting out of that with a bare knees to the straight to the eye socket. Clothesline of her own. Currently, the women are fighting a big fight field. Toni Storm saying that she's okay, and good job to the crowd for cheering, for making this a masterpiece. This is a timeless match in of itself, and I think Toni Storm might be looking for a Storm Zero real quick. I do believe so. This is what's happening. Jamie Hayter flipping up though, trying to get out of Storm Zero. She knows that she don't want her neck compressed down into the canvas. Quick clothesline of her own, and now Jamie Hayter lifting up quickly, back body drop, and looking for the one big move. Maybe looking for, you guessed it, a spine buster. Jamie Hayter doing whatever she can to get the upper hand, going down underneath, ducking down, quickly going up, quick power slam down, or quick scooping up slam, pop up with the momentum, quickly now grabbing overhead, looking for a brain buster potentially. Oh no, delayed suplex. We're now seeing the strength of Jamie Hayter right now, and delaying it even more, trying to let the blood rush through to the head, suplex down into the canvas. And now it is time to go after the arm. Stomp on the point of the arm. Stomp on the arm again. Stomp on the back of the head. And now looking for a big ending move. Rope break by the referee. Now on the outside. Waiting for Toni Storm to get up. Flexing on Toni Storm. I would not say that is a good idea to fuck with the timeless one. But hey, I could be wrong. So far, this women's match seemingly to be the best one on Acid Storm so far out of all the matches. And now quickly with the axe handle straight to the top of the head. These women want it all. This could be it. No, it's only a one count. Only a one count from timeless Toni Storm. Only a one. Just only a one. Quickly just be deadlifted on the ground to immediately get power slammed. And that's what all of this is. It's just power moves from Jamie Hayter to Toni Storm. Now Toni Storm being lifted up by Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter might be looking for the powerbomb to end things off here. Could she nail it? Yes, she does. This is it. Going in for the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count from Toni Storm, I should say. The crowd chanting, "We're not worthy" in attendance. All of Italia is on their feet. As Jamie Hayter putting on one hell of a fight to Toni Storm, and Toni Storm taking a brunt of it currently. Toni Storm getting around here in a Scorpion Death Drop. Lift up. Going around back. Duck down underneath. Duck down underneath again. Big headbutt to Jamie Hayter. Just stunning Jamie Hayter with just a rebound headbutt. Double drop kick straight to the face. Jamie going to the outside. Toni Storm immediately going up to the top rope. Big leg drop on the outside. That could shatter Toni Storm's ass, but she says she's feeling okay. ass bones might be in her ribcage at the moment. We ain't gonna know that until we get the x-rays. Currently there is a brawl happening on the outside. We will hate to see this match be thrown out via count-out, but Toni Storm is dealing some big damage right there. Toni Storm getting in the ring. 6 count by the ref. I don't think Jamie Hayter's getting up. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I think Toni Storm is gonna let this be a count-out victory. But quickly, Jamie Hayter getting up. It's an 8 count. 9. And Jamie gets in by the count of 9. Toni Storm was thinking about having it be a count-out victory, but not the case. Toni Storm quickly with a sky twister. Like, not a sky twister. That's a different move. But quickly with a Shattered Dreams from, like, above. And now she's dishing out some more damage to Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter with an elbow. Quickly trying to go in for a clothesline. That is not going to happen. Quickly with elbows to the gut. Thrown into the ropes. Duck down. Jump over. Elbow straight to the nose. Now into the corner. Punch in the corner multiple times. Quick kick to the arm. Now quick uppercut to Toni Storm. And now thrown over Toni Storm with the new finish. The Storm DDT landing on Jamie Hayter and picking up the win. Beating Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter rolls to the outside after that fight, but that is one hell of a women's match here tonight. And Toni Storm getting away, meaning that she will fight against whoever is the women's champion by the end of tonight, and that she is the #1 contender for the women's championship. So congratulations to timeless Toni Storm. Alright, we are back in Coew Wrestling, and it is for our first championship match here tonight. And that's not how you say flyweights, but it is for the flyweight championship, and it is the hometown hero, oh well, not hometown, the home country hero in Romano coming out first in his native country. Romano, possibly a hero. The crowd are in hushed silence waiting for him to appear. The crowd is starting to cheer louder and louder, and that's because this man has returned to Italy, and he's returned to Italy for one thing and one thing only, and that is to win gold. No Raffaello inside. Raffaello in the back, probably not wearing that much gear on at the moment, cheering on his man as he is going to fight against the Bruiserweight alone. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an interesting match for most people, because Romano hasn't actually had a good, fight against Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne has had a lot of the upper hand in exchanges that Romano and Pete were shared in the ring, and Raf was the one that won the tag match. But Raf has beaten, Raffaello and Romano have beaten the British Strong Style of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They have got a win over them, and currently Romano is definitely in his home element. He is here tonight, and he is fighting for his people. His people are alongside him, as well as a little bit of boos from the audience, probably because of just the fact of how the reputation that he got in Italy. So this man is definitely in home. Like, he feels at home. He feels centered in the ring. And now Pete Dunne coming out, wearing the blue colors a little bit here tonight, going against the red. And the crowd, the same sort of reaction for Pete as it does for Romano. Pete Dunne marching on down to the ring, one of the longer reigning flyweight champions. I think he might actually be coming up against Kota Ibushi's reign record, which is actually astonishing to think about. We might have a new longest reigning champion, and it might be Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne, not shy to point out that he's one of the best wrestlers in the world, and he wants to prove it again here tonight against this man. He has said in multiple interviews that Pete does not see Romano as a challenge. He does not see him as a threat. He sees him as a stepping stone to win more titles. Pete Dunne has expressed his desire to go after the heavyweight championship, that he felt like him holding the flyweight championship this long should provide him the privilege to fight against other titles. But we shall see here tonight if he can keep hold of that belt. There is a huge target on Pete's back, and there's a lot to gain from Romano as well.
Weighing in at 165 pounds,
Romano getting a cheer from the crowd here and bowing down to Pete Dunne a little bit, showing a little bit of respect that we don't usually see.
From Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Action Light Heavyweight Champion,
Flyweight champion, announcer. And Pete Dunne also getting cheers from the audience. Probably a little bit less than Romano there. Looking at the title, this could be the last time that we see the Bruiserweight holding on to the Flyweight Championship. But it also could be still that long reign that nobody's ever going to be able to take off of him. Referee holding up that Flyweight Championship here tonight. This is about to go the fuck down. Romano. Pete Dunne. Ring that bell, referee. We got to get this shit underway. Here we go. Will both men grapple? Oh, Pete Dunne with the grapple immediately, and immediately dropping him on his head. Now, we have seen that a bunch in the last match that they have. They have had a lot of exploders on the outside, dished out to Romano, and Pete Dunne looking to target the back of the head, which was what he did previously. And Pete Dunne going up to the top rope now, targeting the head once again, immediately just going in for the DDT, going in for a cover here, 1 count, but immediately Romano kicking out, almost angry at the disrespect that Pete Dunne was showing there. Pete Dunne going in for a side slam though, taking down the head. And again, disrespectful kicks. Disrespectful to the bitter end right now. Grinding down a little bit on the torso. Pete Dunne just not really showing any kind of respect to Romano in this fight, and possibly because again he doesn't feel that he is a great challenger, but you shouldn't underestimate him. And a quick punch to the gut from a double axe handle off the top rope. Romano turns the tide immediately, and immediately with a running knee into the corner and just strangling him. He is strangling Pete Dunne into the corner. The referee is going to have to break this up, otherwise Romano is going to get himself DQ'd, but just immediately grabbing the throat and strangling Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne not liking that one big, dragging his arm straight down into the canvas. That little burst of energy, that is what you're going to need to focus on. Romano maybe have the speed, he may have the aggression, but that aggression could be the downfall as well. Pete Dunne is a master strategist. He's been planning out all of this, but also he has been underestimating Romano quite a bit, so we need to see how those two factors come into play. A quick clothesline before yanking him back down out of the corner, and now just going after the arms, looking for an arm breaker spot, trying to break the arm of Romano a little bit here, trying to dislocate the shoulder, trying to pop that shit back out. But we'll see very quickly if that is staying the case. Stomp to the back of the head. Romano quickly going after the legs of Pete Dunne. Going for the gut here. Pete Dunne sitting up. And then a quick boot to the chest again. And now quickly again Romano looking to just dish out as much offense as he possibly can. Pete Dunne managing to get up, but a quick jumping kick. Taking him down. Learning that from Raph a little bit. And now Romano going into the other corner, waiting for Pete Dunne to get up. Get a running knee strike start into the corner. Quick stomp down into the corner again. And now Romano putting 1 foot over. And now it's time for the good vibrations. Making the vibrations onto the chest a little bit there. And walking away all smug-like in his home country. Romano needs to keep the focus on the Bruiserweight. We have seen that like Pete Dunne will just immediately get control if he is let a single chance, and that's what we don't want. We want Romano to stay on top of things. Well, when I say we, I'm unbiased. I am a commentator that is unbiased in all of this, but I'm saying what Romano needs to do in his home country to get the win against the Bruiserweight. And that's what he needs to do. And currently, he's staying on top of things right now. It is not one-sided like it has been in all of the other matches that these guys have had. It is so far being competitive between the two. Pete Dunne did get the initial start here, but Romano is staying on top of things. He has got the ball and he is running with it as far as he possibly can. And also, he's keeping Pete in the corner. That is another key factor about this. Pete Dunne, if he can be technical, if he can grab you, if he can do all that, he will do so. At the moment, he's thrown in the corner, he's being dragged around, and every time he gets up, he's getting dropped down immediately. And Pete Dunne manages to sidestep that knee strike over to the head. Pete Dunne looking for the bare end, immediately turning the tide. Could this be it? This is Pete Dunne's finisher, and now he's going in for the cover. This could be just it. Just immediately turning that around. Romano with a kick out at 2. He is not giving up at all. In fact, he's not leaving the ring completely, but that bare end changed the tide completely in that fight. And now a quick spear onto the concrete on the outside. Pete Dunne following suit there. Is countouts and disqualifications. So hopefully it will not come to that. But Pete Dunne and Romano on the concrete floor, that is not a good precedent here. Romano did some good things, but one bitter end, one opening, as I said, if Pete Dunne gets an opening, he will change the match completely back to his favour, and that was what happened there. That was the warning that I gave earlier, and that's just what is happening now. 3 count by the referee. Pete Dunne using the outside as like his sort of playground, and quickly Romano with a kick to the gut of Pete Dunne, looking to dish out some big damage on the outside. What is he doing? Oh, breaking the head of Pete Dunne with a knee, but might be damaging his back a little bit on the outside, not really realizing the concrete floor was there. I'm wondering how much damage was done to Romano. Romano putting Pete Dunne back into the ring, needing to follow suit, but Pete Dunne immediately there to greet him. And that is the unfortunate thing about Champion's Advantage. If he gets DQ'd or counted out, he still wins the title. So Romano is at a disadvantage whenever he's outside the ring. He needs to get Pete Dunne back into the ring, but Pete Dunne doesn't need to get back into the ring in order to keep the title. And that is what's happening here. But Romano quickly scouting Pete Dunne's pickup there. He is back in control as much as he possibly can, dragging the bruiserweight back down to the mat, quickly stomping on the gut again before kicking the shoulder. Just using them stomps to take down Pete a little bit more, dropping the knee on the throat there and taunting Pete Dunne with a knee over the throat with the pinfall there. I don't think that was a proper pinfall. I think that was to anger Pete Dunne a little bit, making him more bitter, probably making him more angry to make him do more mistakes. He's using what's usually Romano's weakness against Pete Dunne, because Pete Dunne can get angry. He can make mistakes. We have seen that before. And he's not unbeatable. We have seen people like Jim beat Pete Dunne in recent times. We have seen multiple people beat Pete Dunne in the past. It's just whether or not Pete is going to be the one that is being beaten now is the other question. Quickly with a crossbody off the top rope and just screaming into the air after it, and then trying to pop out his shoulder a little bit there and trying to wrench it out of the socket, trying to be like, and then dish out some major damage. But I'm wondering if that is there. Just stomping the back of Pete's head as well. Pete quickly with a clothesline, getting up out of here. Romano straight to the outside. Pete Dunne going up to the top rope. I do not believe this is a good spot for Romano, but quickly with double axe handle to the outside. And Romano quickly getting a kick to the spine for his troubles. Pete Dunne is now working Romano on the outside. This is a very dangerous place for Romano as the bruiserweight goes into his element. Looking like that, he is going to torment Romano in front of his friends in the front crowd if he has any. We are unsure, but quickly going in for a double knees onto the spine. I think it might have hit the concrete a little, which is going to hurt Pete Dunne a little bit more. Now Pete getting back into the ring. Romano, he just punched the referee in a way. Referee getting a little bit of abuse there while Romano was trying to get up. Pete Dunne wouldn't give a single fuck who was in his way. He's just fighting for the fences, and that is what's happening here tonight. Now looking for a powerbomb suplex into a powerbomb, going in for the cover there. Nope, not even there. But now going in for the cover here. That is a rope break and a half. But, okay, I guess it's not. Referee doesn't think it is, but Romano quickly kicking out at 2. He is staying in the fight. Despite the amount of brutality being used here against him, he is staying in the fight. And that is commendable on multiple levels, but sometimes you might need to lose in order to keep having a career later. And that's the sort of mindset we're in right now. He's taken a bunch of bumps on the concrete. He's taken a bunch of hard-hitting moves from Pete Dunne, and he's still in this fight. But he might need to give in. He might need. Oh, and his eye is busted open. We're getting a Kimura lock now. I think Pete Dunne's head is underneath the rope right now. He's out of bounds, but again, Romano quickly getting out of there despite the Kimura lock. A submission move being used to break people's arms and going in for a powerbomb move right now. That could be it. 1, 2, and a kick out again. Romano keeps getting up. He is not staying down. He keeps getting up. He keeps on fighting. And Pete Dunne double stomp to the outside on his abdomen. This man is getting mugged right now on the outside. Suplex onto the concrete. Just absolutely battered from pillar to post, but keeps on fighting. This is a commendable effort, but Jesus Christ, when will the referee actually call for the bell and just say it's over at this point? Pete not looking for mercy, just immediately still going after Romano, still going after him. Romano with a kick to the head. He needs to get back into the ring. You need to get in and not like take out too much damage, and that's what he does. He quickly gets back in the ring. He grabs Pete Dunne by the head, puts him in the corner, actually busted him open when he hit him with his head there. Both men busted open. Romano's like eyebrow, I think, is busted open. Pete Dunne's forehead is, and quickly Romano putting Pete Dunne up on the top rope before kneeing him straight into the gut. And just immediately Romano quickly getting back in that some offense. He needs to stay on top because I don't know how long or how much, like, you know, offense he has left in him, and targeting a cut on his head there with some stomps. And now again needs the spine, targeting that spinal area. That's probably a good place to target, but I do not know how much Pete Dunne has left in him. Now quickly turn over the Bruiserweight, grabbing hold of both hands. He might be going for the Kumagoye! Quickly with the knee strike thrust to the head. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, we have a new champion! We have a new champion! Pete Dunne, who has not lost this title since season 3, winning it off of Kota Ibushi for a long time. Our first title change in Coew Wrestling in months is the boy who has continuously has came true, and it is Romano as your flyweight champion, and he is bleeding. We have got ourselves a new champion here tonight. Congratulations, Romano, for your victory. You deserve it, my man. This man going up to the top rope. I think he's going to celebrate with the belt. He is struggling a little bit, but there you go. And there you go, celebrating up high with the Flyweight Championship. There you go, my man. Congratulations for Pete Dunne to having a historic title reign, but as one chapter ends, a new chapter begins, and Romano is your new Flyweight Champion. We're going into our next match here tonight, which could be another championship change if the Chuckle Fucks beat DIY. And now DIY is at the back here, and Jester coming out at front with his tag partner following behind him very soon. Waiting for his tag partner. And here he is, Dinkle coming in with the inverted colors. These two are having another title shot since the last special show against DIY by earning that #1 contendership for the titles. And not really contendership, just earning the title match for here tonight. And the Chuckle Fucks are here. And these two are very popular with the crowd. Dinkle having a great match with Tommaso Ciampa last week, match of the night. We could see magic here again in this tag match. We could see new champions, or we could see the same DIY getting the win as they did before. But it seems like Jester and Dinkle are definitely in a cohesive unit, wearing the same colors, wearing the same everything. There we go. Even Dinkle using that same pose that like Romano used earlier with the belt, trying to, I guess, saying props to him. Imitation is flattery, but we shall see later on how this is gonna go. With a little bit of warm up from Jester over there, standing in a ring with Dinkle, and that is because DIY is about to come out representing the Acid Storm green colors. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano marching on down to the ring, ready for a big fight. And by the looks of it, the crowd is booing. Like, I can see some people booing DIY, which is a little bit interesting. And there's definitely cheering. In fact, there's probably more cheering than booing. But there is visually, there is a portion of the fan base that is booing DIY. It could be because of Ciampa. It could be because, you know, they want the Chuckle Fucks to win. We have seen in Italy a championship change here tonight. So could we see more titles change? Who knows? But we're gonna need to find out pretty soon. And Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa looking for that big fight feel. Look at that Coew Wrestling Tag Team Championship is on the line. The belt looking glorious as ever.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Action Tag Team
Close enough again, my sir. Coew Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
At a combined weight of 439 pounds.
439 pounds of flesh in the ring.
At a combined weight of 400 pounds. The Action
And then these two are just 400.
Champions Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. DIY.
DIY in one corner. And the other corner having the Chuckle Fucks. They're going to have to give up their titles here now to the referee in charge. To then hoist them up into the sky. There we go. And now it is time for our big match here tonight. Our big fight. Jester is starting off the match with Tommaso Ciampa. Bold versus not bold. Here we go. Now, Jester starting off the match here tonight. We're going to need to talk about advantages and disadvantages. Jester definitely got the quickness, agility. Definitely got that flyweight tactics here. But they're going to need to use their... Throwing it back for the boys. What a standing moonsault right now from Jester. Jester getting all hyped now because he's on Acid Storm. But quickly, Jester with a double front dropkick taking down Tommaso Ciampa. Jester quickly going up to the top rope. Looking for a big boy splash and nailing it into the thing. Going down into the cover one. Now going around to the head. Trying to go for a little bit of a chin lock right here. Jester and Dinkle have definitely got the advantage in the fact that they are both, how am I meant to word this? They're both skilled in their specific categories. Dinkle has definitely got the strength advantage, Jester's got the quickness, the DIY as a unit got the tag team experience, got the tag team synergy down a lot more. They're more cohesive as a team. They're better together than they are the sum of their parts. Whereas Dinkle and Jester, they're still working through that. They're still working through that little bit of trouble. But quickly being thrown into the corner right now. Johnny Gargano making sure to cut off the ring so that Jester doesn't go over to the other side. And also just landing like a big strikes constantly throughout this, which is probably a good idea. Johnny Gargano tagging in Tommaso Ciampa again. Cohesive team being used right here. Team tactics is being used. And now Tommaso Ciampa looking to go after Dinkle a little bit on the apron. Bold versus bold. Spiking the head on the apron. You know that these two had war last week on Coew Wrestling. And now they're back here. And now quickly going inside the ring. We're going in for a quick Irish whip into the ropes. Ducking down under the leaf. Quickly going in for the arm drag. Cartwheel drop kick to the face of Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa being out on the floor. Never mind. Quick stomp to the head. Grab and hold. Slap to the face of Tommaso. Now quickly tagging on in. Here comes Dinkle. And Dinkle quickly with a clothesline, but never mind. Quickly with a knee strike straight to the face. Trying to discombobulate a little bit. Over the challenger. Going in for a quick throw into the corner. And now quickly with a chop into the chest. Going in for the cover one. Only a 1 count. And now thrown into the ropes. Duck down underneath, going in for a neck breaker from Tommaso Ciampa to, or Dinkle to Tommaso Ciampa. Now Dinkle going up top, throwing up over the fireman's carry position, dropping Tommaso headfirst onto the turnbuckle. And now quickly with a takedown. Now going after the arms a little bit here, a little bit of the arm action. Quickly tagging in Jester. We now have the never thing going on here. Thrown into the corner with the turnbuckles. Going in for not a tag move here, but an exploder into the corner. Trying to take down Jester's back a little bit. And again, isolating in the tag corner. They do not want Dinkle to go after Jester. Dinkle, realizing that Jester might be in trouble, went in the ring for a second before Jester kicked out. Now 3 count by the referee while all men are on the outside. All of DIY is taken out. Jester going after Johnny Gargano. Slap to the face. And now 6 count by the referee. 7. 8. And now all the men are back in the ring. Tommaso Ciampa taking control, throwing Jester into the corner. Quick overhand strike, tagging in. We'll be looking for back body drop with a springboard. And quickly taking down, not even taking down, just landing on Jester here. Showing off that teamwork that is developed between these two. And now trying to go in for an elbow drop. Jester quickly getting out of it. And Jester grappling hold of Johnny Gargano with a forearm and an uppercut to take on more of the brunt of the attack. Quickly with a stunner taking down Tommaso Ciampa. And again going after the elbow drop. Quick drop kick to the leg. Now going in for well, not going in for anything, just going after Dinkle to hit with like spiked on the apron. Going back to the outside, and again using the concrete as possibly a weapon can deal like large results. The referee now counting out both participants at a 2 count. Four count by the ref. And trying to throw him into the barricade, that didn't really work out that well. Smashing his arm on concrete though definitely will do a lot of damage. I don't care who you are, that is very much a painful experience. An 8 count. This might end in count out if both of these men do not get back in the ring sooner. Jester gets in the ring, but Johnny Gargano stays on the outside, and that is championship advantage retains. Even though the Chuckle Fucks win, Johnny Gargano did not get back in the ring at the 10 count, which means that they are still the champion despite the Chuckle Fucks winning here tonight. They are celebrating now, but I don't understand why they haven't won the titles. Absolute travesty happening here at Acid Storm with a count-out victory on this part. These guys got robbed here tonight.
The following contest is a last woman standing match and is for the Women's Action Heavyweight.
You were so close. You said like last women's standing match, and then you fucked it up, my man. Like, come on. It's the women's Coew Wrestling Women's Championship. That's all it is. But anyway, we're going into our last woman standing match here tonight. There will be no countouts. There will be no controversialness happening here. It is pure adulterated pain, and Rhea Ripley standing over here in the white gear, ready for a fight. The Eradicator has stepped into Acid Storm once again. Now, a statistical fact of this show so far is 2 out of 2 championship matches the challengers have won. Only one has changed hands, unfortunately, because one of them was via countout, but we will scratch over the surface. This luck that might be going through the show means that Rhea Ripley could be our new women's champion if that momentum of change keeps going. But also Sparkle Siren might be on another level still and still can defeat the Eradicator. But one thing is for certain, there is no championship advantage here tonight. There is no countouts, there is no disqualification. It is that you are not allowed to stay on the floor for 10 seconds. If you stay on the floor for 10 seconds with your feet not standing directly up, then you are out of here. You are done so. You are finished. And that is what Rhea Ripley is waiting for. Rhea is getting that opportunity here tonight with the fans all behind her here right now, with all of the action that she has in store for everyone else. Rhea Ripley admiring the crowd a little bit there and is ready for a big fight in tonight's main, not even a main event. This is not a main event. This is not even a semi-main event. The semi-main event is the next match in the match over here. This is how big this match feels. This is how big this show feels, that every match feels like it can be main event tier. But we're going to see how this goes. Now, we're going to need to also report back over to you of like some of our recent things. We do know that Pete Dunne is not injured, however, might have sustained a minor injuries to his knees. I did say he wasn't injured, and I said he might sustain minor injuries. He was a little bit limping backstage after landing these first on concrete. Go figures. But we do know that at least with the bleeding and stuff, there is not any real damage here against this guys, much like the other wrestlers that have competed earlier. And speaking of wrestlers, we have now got Sparkle coming out again with the green. By the looks of it, every single champion, minus Pete Dunne, has been wearing green on this show, representing the Acid Storm color scheme that we have been going. Acid, of course, being green, if you really think about it, if you picture it in your head, if you don't have aphantasia. And the crowd are a little bit silent for Sparkle. Sparkle, I don't believe, has competed on any of the previous Acid Storms, which is very weird indeed. We're going to see Sparkle marching on down the ring, everybody paying the respects. These two have gone to war at Bella Fortuna, and Sparkle came out on top. Sparkle, unlike Pete Dunne, is not underestimating her challengers here. All of the matches so far hasn't been different, apart from the tag match and the women's match being the same ones that were from the previous special show. But that's because these people worked their way back up the card, worked their way to get the title opportunities by winning the number 1 contenders matches that were put in front of them. And now Sparkle Siren wanting to do the same, wanting to prove why she is the women's champion, her undefeated monarch that did get shattered by Shayna Baszler via countout. She is proving why she is here tonight. And the crowd is chanting, Rhea's gonna kill you at Sparkle. I think the Italian crowd are definitely on Rhea Ripley's side. Women's Championship being held by Sparkle, Australia, Rhea Ripley. I would like to correct myself earlier. I believe that Toni Storm is from New Zealand, so I could be wrong. I apologize if I was very bad, because they are different people. Sparkle holding on to that title, lifting that over the shoulder a little bit there, with a little bit of the pink and green. You can probably green screen something onto her gear. I really hope that does not happen, but that is a possibility. Also, Rhea Ripley's gear actually looks somewhat similar to the COVID Wrestling Women's Championship with the red, white, and black. So, maybe the gears represent the title belt, who knows? But we are starting off this fight here, and Rhea Ripley immediately tackling Sparkle Siren down to the mat. We are now seeing the Eradicator going after the Queen of Sparkles, I guess. The Queen of her own goals, and currently just being battered pillars of post, going in for a powerbomb, taking down Sparkle real quick. And Sparkle needing to be lifted up quickly, trying to get up off of her own 2 feet, and immediately just an overhead attack. Sparkle immediately going after gut wrench, power slam straight down into the mat. Kick to the gut, looking for a net breaker. Nails the net breaker down into the canvas. And once again going after the spine. Dropping down Rhea Ripley. And Sparkle getting the advantage now. Sparkle running with it. Both of these women have brawling capabilities. Both of them have big ending shots that they can use at any point. We have seen Rhea Ripley fight against the likes of Zera, the likes of Loki, the likes of all of them, and just coming out on top every single time. Rhea Ripley knows what to do in these main event scenes. She calls herself the main event for a reason. And so has Sparkle. Sparkle has wrestled on a lot of Coew Wrestling main events. In fact, I believe that she's been in like the main event of almost all the women's matches in Coew Wrestling. And now a sledgehammer is being used. Immediately weapons are being used. The first time that weapons are being used in Coew Wrestling here tonight. And it's going to be for this last women's star match. Hammering that ass cheeks, trying to make them flat, but that ain't going to work anytime soon. Rhea Ripley getting up, immediately annoyed by what Sparkle was trying to do. Immediately ducking down, jumping over. A little bit wobbly, but to quickly taking on Sparkle Simon before it gets too bad. Quickly taking Sparkle over into the corner. Quickly lifting up, maybe looking for an inverted Alabama slam out of the corner, face first onto the mat, holding onto that nose. That nose might be shattered. But quickly trying to go after the back right there. The back not really working out too well. Clothesline of her own. One clothesline. Now going in for another clothesline. Two. And now maybe they're going in for the number 3. Can we see a number 3? Yes, we did. Quick kick to the face of Rhea Ripley. The Eradicator, and quickly dishing out some big strikes. Not even dishing out big strikes, they're taking big strikes, but quickly with a suplex takedown over there. Rhea Ripley. Back is fucked right now. 2 count by the referee. The referee going at it. 4 count. 5, 6, 7. 8. Is this it? Oh no, there's an 8 count there. That was a long count, but that is what it is in the last women's standing match. You see those big strikes, you see them go down, and then we go wait for that timer to see if they can't get up by the count of 10. And then quickly with a punch, Rhea Ripley getting in the fight field right now, trying to make sure that this is happening, and quickly getting thrown over. And Sparkle, a little bit respectful right now. A little bit. Oh, okay, never mind, not respectful. Just grabbing a fucking sledgehammer, waiting for Rhea. Oh no, maybe it is. Never mind. Oh, on the concrete floor. Why did I even say anything? I'm like, oh, it's respectful. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Oh, no, there you go. 1 count. 2. Maybe the concrete floor was enough. Maybe it was enough. That is way more than 4. Maybe they couldn't see Rhea get up. Who knows? A 7 count by the ref. I would say that's an 8. If you take the pulls there, that happened midway through the count. But quickly Rhea Ripley trying to walk away from the sledgehammer, quickly taking it up the spine, and now going after the pelvis of Rhea Ripley. This is not a good sign for Rhea, but Rhea quickly getting out of dodge, quickly grabbing all Sparkle, trying to throw Sparkle into the turnbuckle there, but Sparkle quickly turning the tights. Sparkle is fully in control at the moment. 2 count by the ref. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sparkle telling Rhea to get up. Sparkle is literally saying to Rhea, get in this fucking ring, you coward. You can't even lace up my boots right now. Now Rhea being thrown around. Quickly with a slow walk sign, taking down Rhea. Really? That's it? Okay. Well, we're going to see if the count is happening. I think Rhea's going to go up at 8. That's my prediction. There you go, my prediction was correct. Rhea quickly getting down, and a quick tackle. Rhea with the roll through it into a tackle, taking out Sparkle, Sparkle. Quickly getting out, knee breaker with the bare knees. Sparkle again trying to get up, not trying to get a single count on her name. But currently Rhea is not letting that happen one bit. Rhea is taking all the momentum she can. That is a 1, that is a 2, 3, 4, 5, only a 5 count, but that's what we kind of expected. Rhea did not land a lot of offense there, and which let Sparkle get the advantage there. I swear to God, Sparkle, that is not going to do anything. That is probably going to end in like a 4 count, maybe not a 4 count. If that dragon screw actually did something... No, okay, that's an egg. It seems like it's accumulative over the course of time. And now Rhea and Sparkle going into the striking exchange between the two, trying to go in with the overhand, quickly with the punches, landing them as hard as they can. Sparkle seemingly trying to get the upper hand here against Rhea and Sparkle, but that is a big boot takedown. A little bit of a takedown right there and dishing out some damage. That was a 1 count, but immediately Sparkle turns it back around, being like, nah, I can do some big moves of my own. Straight jacket suplex, straight on the back of the head. 2, 3, 4, 5. Only a 5 count, and then Sparkle lifts her up. Not even Rhea getting up on her own. And that's because she wants to deal with the Shining Wizard straight to the face. That could be it. That could be genuinely it. If Sparkle does not touch Rhea, that could be it. That's a 3 count. 4. But is the ref like in pain? The referee sounds in pain. We might need to get a doctor in here to check on the ref. Rhea gets up. I don't know if that's because of Sparkle saying to get up or not, but quickly with a never Shining Wizard against Rhea, just a second Shining Wizard. That could be it. The crowd chanting one more time to hit a never Shining Wizard on Rhea. That is mean. Rhea is getting up on her own accord at the count of 8, despite taking 2 Shining Wizards back to back. Rhea Ripley now getting taken down from Sparkle. Sparkle now going to the outside, looking to get a weapon, but then getting back in the ring as soon as the count started again. This is a very slow match. Nine count with the ref, almost a 10 count, but Rhea Ripley managing to get up anyway, quickly with a knee strike, going in with the other hand. Never mind, that wasn't really used to perfection there. Quickly landing some stiff strikes into the corner. Sparkle trying to get Rhea into the corner, but Rhea quickly getting out of the corner, and now looking for a big boot over there, stretching the legs a little bit, going after the jaw. And now Rhea quickly going for a big stomp in the corner. Never mind, looking for a quick powerbomb move. Now going after the head a little bit, trying to throw Sparkle over, straight down into the canvas. And immediately getting back in the ring because it's a count out. Oh, never mind, she didn't want Sparkle to, like, you know, get a little bit of a count out there. But, like, now going into the ring, all on the ropes. Her neck caught the ropes. Her neck caught the ropes. The ropes and the neck collided. That could have broken neck. Now Rhea just waiting in the ring. 7 from the ref. 8. 8 is the magic number and brings up the Sparkle of the Sirens. Quickly throwing Rhea in the side of the ring, going in for that sledgehammer. Sparkle knows what she is doing. She's launching at the hammer in the face of Rhea Ripley in the corner. One into abdomen, the other one straight into the face. Maybe the hammer was enough to knock out Rhea Ripley, who knows? We know it was very close before. Could this be it? I think knocking the ref over a little bit is not helping things, so it's being sped up. Nope, she gets up at 8. Oh no, right on the back of the head. Don't do this. Sparkle loves just like every hammer shot for every time she gets up. Stay on the offense. Make sure they can't get up completely. She's gonna get up every time it's 8. Okay, right, quickly dodging the hammer strike there, but then immediately being taken on by the hammer again. 2 shots with the hammer, immediately taunting. Now things is over. Ref! I will say Sparkle has been more dominant in this match than Rhea Ripley. So I do not know how this will go. I think that would have been a 9 count if the ref didn't just stop fucking counting. But yes, sidewalk slam, immediately, like a discus sidewalk slam, and immediately back to counting, because of course, you can't do more than 3 moves in this match apparently. Please. Are you fucking serious? A kick to the face and then back down to counting. Alright, Rhea Ripley's back up. And now, oh, we might actually get a wrestling move now here. Suplex down into the canvas. But that's all we're getting now. If this is your first Metro show, usually there's more actions in this. It's just, I guess they modified the Last Man Standing matches to be this asinine. But don't worry, there's more action usually. Like now, we're actually getting some more action from Rhea Ripley to Sparkle Siren. About to choke her out on the ropes there. Rhea Ripley gaining a little bit of offense in after napping on the canvas for a couple of seconds, maybe even a minute. Quickly with some elbow strikes, quick punches to the gut. Clothesline down into the canvas. Please do something more. We need a cut time for like Snickers sponsor, aren't we? Oh well, we don't need that sponsorship money. We are not sponsored by the actual Snickers brand, do not sue us. The crowd somehow, the crowd are definitely booing her more. I have never seen the crowd turn on someone this quickly because of how fucking little they do in the ring. You never sidewalk slam. And then chooses not to elaborate more on it. Oh, we're actually seeing a finisher here. Okay, cool. Right. Going in for a Shining Wizard. And Rhea Ripley taking it around the side of the head. This could actually be it now. The people like on the right side of the barricade look bored as hell. I'm just leaning on it like, come on, do something. Are you fucking joking me? That did nothing? That was an 8 count? We've seen 3 Shining Wizards. We've seen 3 of them. I'm banning this match. I'm banning this match type in future. Right. Please do something actually creative. Oh, fucking... We will have to suffer through this. We're all suffering through this. I'm going to be impartial. But I'm with you guys. In the audience here. Rhea's up. Fireball! Okay! Rhea Ripley used a fireball! That's good! That's something! That is actually something! Just use a fireball in this fight! Just literally... That's cool! That actually does things! That means that this match is progressing! We got fire! We got fire! We have fire now. We have fire. There's actual fire being used on this show, which means that we are making progress here, ladies and gentlemen. Riptide! We could see a new champion here tonight in this absolute dog shit of a match. Who knew that a fireball could actually cause problems? Well, not problems, fix problems. Please. Please. I am begging you, please. No! Well, Jim is suplex. Oh my god, no. We're back to the one moves per thing. Oh, that fireball was a hope spot. That was like the biggest spot of the night. Sparkle coming up after the disrespect being shown. Quickly with a straight track kiss suplex on the sledgehammer. Nope, just completely whiffs that. Oh, fuck's sake. We're gonna have oh, never mind, going in for another Shining Wizard on the down low right here. We're gonna go and see if that is it. That is like, I think, our 5th Shining Wizard of the night. I need to listen to production truck. Was that the 5th Shining Wizard of the night? Production truck, I think, has fallen asleep during this match. And Sparkle wins. And immediately Rhea gets up at like 10. Rhea actually just no-sold the finish at 10. Right, that's it. That's enough. You're not even celebrating. Cut the cameras. We need to go to our next match. That match went overtime. That went over budget. We need to go over here. We need to leave right now. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras right now. After that women's championship match, we are going into our hardcore match, which is definitely only got one method of counting. That's a 1, 2, 3 for our Iron Man match, which will be hardcore. A hardcore Iron Man match for the Coew Wrestling Hardcore Championship, and it is CM Punk versus Edward P. 1, 2, 3, and both of these men have hated each other since the start of the season, and this is the final time that they will fight. Whoever wins, wins it. And that is it. That is the line under that. They will be the better wrestler over the other one, and we will see here tonight. And Edward P. 1, 2, 3 coming out here right now on the stage, marching on down to the ring, not even winning the numbers contendership. He just worked his way up. He kept winning matches. He kept proving why he's the dangerous man. He kept calling out CM Punk. They have attacked each other backstage, before matches, after matches. They have done tag matches, steel cage, Satan's death matches, and all. And they are always equal in everything. Even in a gauntlet match where they're not meant to go after each other, they collided in the ring, and that's how that started. And you know, despite CM Punk and Edward not winning our warm-up matches last week on Coew Wrestling, they are both ready for war. And as you can see with the paint on Edward, with Edward's whole gear, he's wearing all black. He is going on out here. He is serious as ever. And Edward usually only wears these paints when it is that big fight feel. And that is what it is here. It is a big match for these two. He wants his title back. No more vest at all. Just straight on shirtless in this hardcore bout. Just marching around the ring, waiting for CM Punk to get over here. And there is CM Punk without the bandages anymore. Hoods up with the Punk logo on his back. And our crowd chanting his name in Italy. Punk looking as ready as he'll ever be. It is clobbering time. CM Punk defending that hardcore championship a lot. He has defended it as much as he possibly could, apart from having to take time off from, you know, because he was injured for most of it, to be fair. He took a lot of injuries. He had to take time off to recover, and he came back. He fought in multiple hardcore matches. He has shown that he's not fragile, as what some people were saying, that he's got an old fragile body that breaks down every time. And that isn't really the case. That isn't happening, because now CM Punk is on the top rope, and the crowd is waiting for this man to hoist up that hardcore championship that he taken from Edward P. 1, 2, 3, and that is a thing. Edward P. 1, 2, 3 had that hardcore championship, and CM Punk made his debut in the Open Challenge, took that title away from him in the Satan's Death match, and is now going to be defending it one more time against Edward P. 1, 2, 3. If Edward P. 1, 2, 3 wins it, it isn't just about the title. It isn't just about taking back what is his, but it's to prove why he is better than CM Punk. He says he doesn't believe that CM Punk should even be in the same company as him, that he doesn't earn the rights to be in Coew Wrestling. And CM Punk, you know, he's just like, this max pervert, like, you can fuck off. I'm the best in the world. And that is what's happening now. We're between these two wrestlers.
Introducing the challenger
from London, England. And slicing his throat, wearing a new Punisher mask, just literally painted like blood and just all of the just sheer intimidation on his mask, on his gear.
Hardcore champion,
You know, CM Punk showing off the title, throwing that belt up into the air, holding it above his head. Look at that, looking at that belt, giving it to the referee. Edward looking at that title, wanting that title back that he worked literal years to get before CM Punk yanked it away from him. Could he become a two-time hardcore champion? Or will he not win it back and CM Punk prove that he's actually better than Edward P123 once and for all? We will see here tonight. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's start the countdown and let's go. Remember this. This is a hardcore match as well. Weapons are legal. And there's no countouts and no disqualification. That is all legal. All of the hardcore rules are legal here tonight. It is just 15 minutes on the clock and it is whoever can get the most pinfalls and submission will win this match. And this is quite possibly the last time that these two will fight against each other. The light tube being introduced. Edward going down underneath, ducking it almost. And a barbed wire baseball bat straight to the face of CM Punk. Already light tubes and barbed wire being introduced in this fight. And just Edward using that barbed wire bat as a weapon against CM Punk. CM Punk managing to take a lot of it. Northern Lights on the concrete floor. And just immediately slaps, kicks over the above. And now Edward again elbowing CM Punk across the jaw right there. CM Punk grabbing hold of Edward, throwing him into the referee there. It looks like the ref is going to need to get out of the way if he doesn't want to get, like, you know, his head clunked in. And now CM Punk doing push-ups on the outside, wasting precious minutes there. And Edward quickly grappling around, going in for a snap suplex on the concrete floor. That is still doing damage to Edward. They are both landing back first on the concrete. I must point that out. Now, this is not a forgiving environment at any stage. And we do know that for sure. Edward quickly going after the arms, going in for the cover. And by the looks of it, having two different tally marks on the front and back, blue and red. Mostly wearing black, and like this is not what we usually see from Edward. We have seen this sort of black gear before, but not certainly in this style of things. And just trying to go back to basics, trying to, like, you know, show the darkness within inside of him. CM Punk wearing gear inspired by Bret the Hitman Hart as well, and quickly CM Punk with a table, using a table as a weapon. Not even as like a thing to break through, just using it as a weapon full stop. Going in for the cover here. Only a one count though by the referee, and that is pretty much expected. We know that Edward P123 has been dubbed the king of the death match for a reason. He has been fighting in a lot of these hardcore bouts. He is known how to dish out damage and then dropping him on the back of his neck on the concrete. And we already know that Edward will do anything he possibly can to get the victory here tonight. Looking for a submission hold against CM Punk, trying to go after his arm, trying to tear that tricep. That's what the arm bars are usually try to do. They try to pop out the arm, trying to tear the ligaments in the arms as well. And then CM Punk quickly with a double axe handle, taking out Edward's head bouncing off the concrete floor as well. Edward quickly being thrown around the arena, going back up. Edward quickly with some slaps to his face, going in for a discus right there, but that did not work. 1, 2, only a one count again, and we're now down from 3 minutes on the clock. Nobody has gotten a single pinfall, and Edward now going down on the ground and pound on the outside. And these two need to get some momentum on their side in order to hit these big moves. CM Punk quickly with a kick up, trying to get Edward back into the ring, which is probably a good idea. Getting in that light tube filled with glass could deal some damage. Edward quickly disarming CM Punk, quickly with a slap around the face of Punk before sending him over to the outside. Quickly with a one punch there, another punch of CM Punk, and before quickly with an elbow strike and probably slingshot DDT on the apron, immediately trying to make CM Punk go down into a concussion. We also know CM Punk has a history of concussions from the Royal Rumble and other matches as well. Edward going around, looking for a weapon underneath the ring. We do not know how this will happen. It's a ladder. Edward has gotten a ladder and has hit CM Punk with the ladder and then just threw it at him. Edward basking in his glory over the I wouldn't say the corpse of CM Punk, but definitely his prone body before immediately a target in the head. Edward is laser focused on this match. We have got an interview between these two. Punk comparing Edward to just trash, like saying that he's beneath him. And that, you know, he's what he's going to do to Edward here tonight is something that he might not be able to live with himself with. Edward has said that he wants his title. He wants everything he can, and he's going to prove why CM Punk should not even belong in Coew Wrestling. As I've already mentioned, like, he doesn't believe he belongs here. And, like, he wants to prove that. He wants to prove to everybody that he is the, like, apex of this, like, company, and why, like, CM Punk beating him was a fluke before, and why it's constantly a fluke, and why there's all these different things. And now him actually preparing for it, you can see the amount of, like, damage that he's been doing to CM Punk, and he's just getting weapon after weapon, bringing it out. 5 minutes have been gone from this match. In this 15-minute Iron Man match, there was only 5 minutes has just been gone immediately with a ground and pound. Remember P123. I'm going after the legs, looking for a roll through here. We've seen this move a bunch of times before in Coew Wrestling, where he rolls through and quickly cracks open the back of the head of CM Punk. But we have seen that a lot of times being used against other people. CM Punk getting up, trying to get some momentum of his own. Edward quickly getting up of his own accord there. Big slap there before getting an uppercut down to the floor. I would suggest Punk focus more on Edward than focusing on weapons, especially as it has been here. But a stop sign being used, cracked over the head, and that stop sign has a dent in it. That has definitely cracked open Ed's skull. But quickly, Edward P123 kicking out of a pinfall attempt on the outside. And now CM Punk going after the back of the head, driving it into the concrete floor a little bit. The concrete being used a lot efficiently in this match, a lot more efficiently than we have seen in previous matches on the show. And CM Punk dishing out some punishment. They need to definitely focus on the ante. They have not gotten a win each. There's been no pinfalls, no submissions, no nothing. That's a pile driver. Oh, goodness gracious me. Pile driver on the concrete floor. That is... ouch. That is really bad. That is... I cannot even describe how bad that is. Throwing again the stop sign onto Edward P123. Edward P123 at a serious disadvantage after that pile driver, where he has not really moving that much. He's taking a lot of the beatings from CM Punk. He used to be a lot more evener than that, but in saying that, Edward P quickly getting up. Edward trying to get some feeling back in the head, I think. And oh my goodness, onto the concrete quickly with a German suplex, hitting the death sentence on CM Punk on the outside. Could be going in for a pinfall. This could be our first fall here tonight in this Iron Man hardcore match. And it is! Edward P123 has got the first fall. Now, if Edward P123 wants to continue getting points, he needs to beat CM Punk more times. If he wants to stay in the lead, he needs to stay away from CM Punk. There is now a defensive strategy. CM Punk is down. He can either tie it with one more fall, or he can get 2 falls to get the win, and that is all he needs. CM Punk, in order to keep the title, needs to just get 1 fall. That is a specific point with CM Punk. You only need 1 fall in order to win the thing. Well, not even win the thing, just tie it, and then the title will not change. But CM Punk, we already know he wants to win. He wants to beat Edward P123. We also know that if there is a tie, there might be another match down the line in Coew Wrestling between these two to see who is probably the best out of each other in GTS. That might be it. That might be to tie it back up. 1, 2, kick out of 2. Edward P123 kicking out. He is not letting CM Punk get the win here. Quick kick to the leg. Edward P123 with that endurance, trying to make sure that CM Punk does not get the upper hand. CM Punk definitely fighting back with all he's got. He only has 6.5 minutes left of this match to tie it up. And now going in for a double underhook pedigree on the outside. Oh, Edward quickly reversing out of it. Quickly with a clothesline. On the stop sign, the landing back first goes CM Punk. CM Punk on the stop sign. Edward getting some of that distance. That was probably a good idea. Edward actually making a mistake there of charging back over CM Punk after he got up. CM Punk landing on the concrete, landing on the chair a little bit there. A little bit more hurting than before, but Edward P123 still down on the ground. I would have suggested that Edward P123 just stay away from CM Punk a little bit better. But that was not what happened there. I think he tried to throw a stop sign. He missed a little bit there. He kind of whiffed it. But now going after the head, trying to brain this man, trying to like deal some big damage on the outside. And I don't even think these guys went back into the ring since falling to the outside immediately. They have just been brawling on the outside on the concrete because they hate each other that much that they will put their own bodies through as much torment to torment the other person. In saying that, the match is now going back into the ring. It's almost like Edward P123 has just listened to me, even though I am on the other side of the ring commentating this. Quickly, Edward P123 goes into the ring. Headbutt pop-up to CM Punk and looking like he's going to go in for another pinfall. Could he get another pinfall victory over Punk? I don't think that's going to happen. But that was a very close 3 count right there. That is a 2 count, but it was very close to a 3 count. And all you need is just a couple of seconds to change the whole tide. And now Edward P123 getting in that baseball bat. CM Punk immediately disarming Edward P123, but the baseball bat is inside of the ring now. And now CM Punk looking to do a big move there, but Edward getting out of it. And Edward is out-scouting CM Punk's moves right now. And quick handboard spring, trying to go in for a move, but CM Punk stepped out of the way. Going in for a spring with clothesline, CM Punk did hit it. CM Punk needing to go in for that pinfall to see if that might be it. And that might actually be it, though. That's the thing. It isn't, but that could have been. And this match has been going on a little bit longer. We only have like a little bit more minutes left. As you can see on the top right, like as the clock is ticking down, CM Punk is going to need to hit some big moves, or at least dish out some more damage. And again, thrown back to the outside, going into that concrete floor, use the more damage that is left on the outside. And now using the stop sign again, throwing it down on Pon Edward. That was a shot straight to the side there. I think that might have cut open like a little bit of his kidneys, maybe. Not the kidneys, but like, you know, like the side where the kidneys might be. And now quickly with an elbow drop, trying to go over onto the chest. Edward down on the canvas. No, it's not even on the canvas, it's on the concrete floor. And CM Punk is just working on the torso, working on the body a little bit there. CM Punk now going around on the side, look for the Anaconda Vice. He might be looking to submit Edward on the outside. That is a very valid move. As we can see, Edward might have to tap out. It's very close. That wasn't a tap out. Edward quickly kicking up though, grabbing hold of CM Punk, but CM Punk managing to grab hold of Edward and throws him into the stairs immediately. Just immediately taking on Edward, immediately trying to get hold of us, trying to go after possibly a big move right here, and logging in Anaconda Vice again, but Edward getting out of it. Edward has only got 1 fall against CM Punk, but he's making that 1 fall matter. He has 1 point over Punk, and he is not letting it go. Edward quickly picking up CM Punk, trying to dish out some, just trying to throw Punk away from him by the looks of it, and maybe not. He's telling a fan in the audience to shush. He's telling someone to shut up. Like just shh. And then quickly Punk throwing Edward back into the ring. Edward crawling up. He does not want to stay down. He doesn't want to let Punk have a little bit more offense than he should. And then quickly Punk putting Edward into the corner. And now going up top, we could be hearing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, only a 4 count. Edward immediately getting control back into this. Double face drop kick right there. The baseball bat is inside the ring. That is very much on the side of this. I don't know why he did that, but sure. Maybe a miscommunication there. Barbed wire baseball bat. That was the thing that Edward brought into this. He needs to use it more, and he's busting open CM Punk with the barbed wire baseball bat, but quickly it's turned against him. That bat could have been a difference maker for Edward, but you run the risk of CM Punk also using it, and that is what's happening there. CM Punk managing to get out of it, as well as Edward quickly with the strikes. Going in for a spine buster, another atomic leg drop, and Edward holding on to his crotch there. Going in for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Punk is. We're now tied. We're now tied, and there's a minute and a half left. They need to get another point, or it's going to end in a tie. And I think Edward is understanding how desperate this is. Going in for the strikes on the ground. Edward needs this. Edward needs to get like some big moves done right now, or CM Punk is getting the win. And I think he understands that because he's using that baseball bat. You need to stop taunting, brother. Just immediately in the corner, mugging CM Punk. Going in for the Pepsi twist. nailing it down into the canvas. Edward gets up after the Pepsi twist. And Edward quickly locking it in, going after CM Punk, throwing him over the ropes. You need to get the win, bro. One of these two need to get the win. I think he's going for the win on the outside. The referee is not there to count. That is a 1, 2. Kick out 2. You need to stop arguing the ref, otherwise this is a tie, my man. Edward going after the head of CM Punk. We have less than 30 seconds on the clock. I have no idea what he's doing. He's going for that barbed wire bat again. He's going for the barbed wire bat again. Nails it on Punk. He's nailing the legs there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 3. That's it. That's it. These two have gone out of time. That is a draw between these two wrestlers. It is time for our main event of Acid Storm 3. After CM Punk and Edward have been fighting all the way to the back, they have to be separated by security. Also getting up here, I know we can confirm from Coew Wrestling Management, it will be the finals match of next week. Well, not next week, on this Sunday. It will be Edward P123 versus CM Punk in the main event, and it will be definitely for the last time, and it will be a normal hardcore match between them to get the final fall between them of who will be the Coew Wrestling Hardcore Championship. And marching on down to the ring right now, as we're looking at current stage events, it is Burn, and he is marching down with the balaclava as well as the green on his outfit with the angel wings, because he had angel written on his shoulder. Bring out a halo as well. Burn being dubbed the Angel of Italia by a man from Italy that has a lot of sway here. He's coming out here readying for a fight to get his championship. We've already seen one of his students in Romano getting the Coew Wrestling Flyweight Championship. Could lightning strike twice, and could we see a title change between this man, the belt collector, and Jim? And there we go, Burn managing to sign there a little bit more paint around the eyeballs to be ready for this fight, and Jim walking out here in white and gold on the big stage, the crowd behind him, showing why he's a champion, fighting against the likes of Saradamon, Damian Priest, Top, Malachi Black, and so many more. Even the hardcore champion CM Punk, beating all of them, beating all the odds. Pete Dunne as well, being all the odds in order to become a great champion here tonight. And we know that he was a great champion before, but still picking up that heavyweight championship, showing why he is one of the best all-round wrestlers in Season 3, why he's the best in Season 4, best in Season 2, why he proves every time that he steps in the ring why he's up there in the upper echelon of the championship division, and he is proving that here tonight as well. Well, he wants to prove it. He wants to beat Burn, but he claims that Burn is more focused on Mock in recent times. He hasn't been focusing on the main challenger, which is him. He hasn't been focused on that prize, and Burn's return is like, he's dealt with Mock. He had beaten him senseless in that match, that Satan's Death match where he focused on him. He's now done with him, and he had time to prepare for Jim. He has studied his homework. He has studied everything. He came back in that gauntlet specifically to fight Jim, not Shinsuke Nakamura, not anybody else who could have taken that title. Purely him, because he wants to fight against the best, and he wants to take the title from the best. And this is Burn's first ever Coew Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match. This is his first main event match, and I think actually might be his first singles match on a special show as well. And Burn very much confident, very much getting into that. The transformation that this man has had throughout his career is insane. He went from that Burger King diet in tag wrestling to the main event of this show, and Jim showing off the belt a little bit there, looking over at it, being like, this is a championship you want to fight for, you want to take off of my hands, you better earn it, son. Fight anyone. Jim is written on his shirt for a reason, and that's because he will fight literally anybody to keep hold of that belt. Burn as well, definitely wanting to make sure that that is gonna happen and going in for the title. And there's the championship being held up high. Burn, Jim, ring that bell. This match is a normal singles match. Jim going in for a punch there, but Burn sidestepping it and immediately turning it into a neck breaker. A neck breaker stunner right there to Jim. Immediately Burn out scouting Jim there a little bit, trying to make him look a little bit dumb, as they might say. They might make him a little bit feel like stupid, as they might call it. And Jim immediately getting a big straight hands from Burn. Burn is making sure that Jim feels the pain. Tornado DDT straight down into the canvas. Immediately here, as well as Burn wearing the green of the Acid Storm's colors, as we have seen throughout the night from certain competitors. We have seen how the dark places that Burn can go to when pushed to the brink a little bit, hitting multiple deep sixes on the outside. But we shall see Jim throwing out Burn over to the outside, and Jim looking to possibly hit a big suicide dive, thrown over the ropes and landing on Burn on the outside. Both men landed on concrete. I don't know who took it worst. And now immediately a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. Jim locking in, trying to take down Burn a little bit more, trying to throw him a little bit into the barricade there. 2 count by the referee. Jim getting back into the ring. Maybe wanting to get a little bit of space between these two. Oh, Jim wanting to hit another suicide dive, but Burn getting out of the way there a little bit, just so then he can hit a kick across Jim's face and he can smash his patella bone onto the concrete floor. Jim launching a lot of high-risk moves, launching a lot of offense, trying to take down Burn. But Burn staying the course, staying in this fight, trying his best. And now Burn going up again for what looks to be a springboard DDT, but caught his knee instead of Jim's head. And now locking in a little bit here. Now trying to lock in a little bit more, trying to get a pinfall victory here. 1 count. I don't know if that was to try to get a victory now I think about it, because this match has only just started. But now double axe handle straight to the spine. Burn has beaten people like Kurt Angle, has beaten in the gauntlet Will Ospreay, has also beaten the likes of Mock in 2 separate occasions. Well, not even 2 separate occasions. Mock beat him in a count-out before, but like he has beaten Mock as well. He has beaten multiple tag team wrestlers in the past. He's probably beaten DIY. He's probably beaten a lot of people. He has faced off against Edward P123. He has done a lot in this in this ring. He wants to be called the best, and that's what he is trying to do. Jim, however, stopping that, shutting it down, trying to make sure that he stays on top of things as much as he can. You're going after the leg there, kicking that hamstring, causing a lot of damage. Now, trying to cause a little bit more trouble with Burn. Burn managing to stay the course. And going in for the pinfall attempt. 1. Only a 1 count though. Burn not looking too angry. He's just, you know, a bit forceful with the kickouts there. Burn going after the back of head of Jim. Jim actually being mostly on the back foot throughout this entire fight. Jim managing to now get up, landing some strikes on the head. Drop kick to the knee, which takes out Burn. Burn not wearing protection around the knees. 1 count. Now we're going in, lifting up. Burn quickly getting kicks in the gut. Going in for a suplex. Oh, brainbuster into the knees. Jim getting the upper hand now. Jim managing to now dish out some big moves. Could be looking for the Jim driver. This could be it. So Burn ending his dreams here right now. Landing that very quickly. Could this be it? 1, 2. And a kick out of 2 from Burn. Kicking out of the Jim driver. Jim needing to think of more ways to take down Burn. after Jim a little bit. Well, not Jim. Not going after Jim. Jim going after Burn a little bit, trying to go in for a splash, but Burn managing to get out of the way. Burn picking up Jim now, looking for an exploder, ragdolling across the ring. Disorientating Jim a little bit, going in for the overhand strike. Now quick senton to the back. Now going after the arms a little bit, going after there. Oh, the tornado or the fire nado. Burn definitely busted open Jim with the formerly known as Deep Six. However, it's called the fire nado. From Burn nailing it again, back to back. 1, 2, 3. No, a kick out and 2 back-to-back finishes did not take out Jim. But Burn definitely getting the upper hand here tonight, and Jim being busted open some point in this match. I am unsure when, but Burn is definitely done something. He's telling Jim to suck his dick, and then immediately into a cannonball into the corner. Just launching an onslaught against Jim as much as he can. And taking the fight to the champion in a more confident manner. A quick kick out at 2 right there. Or not even quick kick out, just a kick out at 2 from Jim. Jim has to fight back as much as he can because Burn is getting a lot more offense than what is usually capable here. We already seen the Jim driver not really working earlier. Only a 2 count. But he just needs to hit another one. The match can change again for the worst for Burn and for the better for Jim. And now going in for a quick drop kick. Jim managing to sidestep out of it. He has been in the main event scene for a while. He knows what to look out for. Burn being sent to the outside. Maybe trying to look out for that count-out victory. Maybe he needs the count-out victory to retain his title. That title means so much to Jim that I would not expect anything different. Looking for a Boston Crab on the outside. Looking for a submission. But Burn turning the submission hold against him. Quickly sweeping over the leg. Trying to get out of here, quickly kicking Jim off, taking this time to get up after, you know, his back being used because it is stretching your back. Speaking of spines, just on the corner of the apron, that apron part is just a metal beam holding up the ring. That is not a lot of padding. If there is any padding on the apron, that is painful. Jim being spine busted onto the apron. I wouldn't get up if I was Jim, but Jim keeps fighting because that's what he does. He is a fight anyone type of person. And Jim with a spear to get back into this fight. Burn again up immediately after the spear and grappling Jim. He just not letting Jim get a single bit of offense in, trying to bust open that face a little bit more, dropping him headfirst onto the turnbuckle. And now quickly going after into the corner. Quick punch to the face, goes Burn, and now quickly going up, a quick punch to the jaw, another punch, Burn falling to the outside. This could be a very, very big move from Jim. Jim saying suck it to the crowd in attendance. 2 count on the referee. That could have knocked out Burn, and I think Jim is not, he's not rushing to get Burn. He's not rushing. He knows if Burns in trouble, he's not getting in the ring. But Burn getting in the ring at the count of 4, quickly smashing the back of his head there. He's making sure that he gets the advantage. If he gets in the ring, that's Burn exposed to, you know, attacks and offense. And Jim needs the offense right now. He needs to make sure that he can land some big, heavy blows to Burn. As Burn has taken the fight to him, he's busted him open. He has done all that he should be doing to make sure that he secures the belts here tonight. And a big splash over from there. Jim going in for the cover here. 1, 2. Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count. That was a 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Burn is kicked out of 1 after everything that has been thrown at him by Jim in this match. Jim hit the Jim driver earlier and that was a 2. He has gotten better. He has gotten better in the process of this match to not even let that phase him. Burn going up to the top rope, just sitting there and staring at Jim, just being like, look at this guy. And then immediately charging at him before closing him in the corner. Jim not really taking that disrespect lightly, going after Burn a little bit here, lifting him up into the fireman's carrier position, looking to drop him on the ropes first, trying to make sure that breathing difficulties happens, and now targeting the exposed knee of Burn, which is a very good strategy, very, very good, because that isn't got any padding whatsoever. And now Jim is just going after that knee. He's going after the knee. He knows what knee to target, and he's making sure that Burn can't stand. And if he can't stand, he can't land some of his offense. I will say that Burn doesn't need to stand in order to do some of his signature offense. He can look in that armbar. He can try to submit you. He has submitted people in the past. So it's not like that is going to be the end-all be-all. And there you go, Jim positioning himself so then Burn cannot reach the ropes, but a kick out at 2 from Burn to Jim. Jim waiting for Burn to get up, looking for the Jim driver one more time. Could this be it? Nails it into the canvas. Now going in for the cover. 1, 2, and kick out 2. Burn kicking out of 2 Jim drivers here tonight. Jim needs to think of something new to hit. He needs to think of something, because if he doesn't, he is out of here. Jim with a quick flying clothesline, taking down Burn, going after the head. Burn quickly gets up, and immediately Jim with a tornado DDT, reversing Burn's momentum against him to stop him from causing all of that pain, all of that like potential badness from happening. Whippersnapper taking down Jim. Not taking down Jim, taking down Burn. Burn quickly gets a splash for his troubles. Burn having to quickly crawl to the ropes. Pardon me for the sneezing. And now quickly being thrown outside again. Jim looking to go overboard again, landing down on Burn on the outside. And the crowd chanting, "This is awesome." I agree. Jim is having to throw everything he has, including his body, to keep Burn down. Smashing the back of his head on concrete now to keep him down. So this is a thing that we have seen multiple times. Burn having his head busted wide open multiple occasions, making sure that he's bleeding and busted open so bad that he has to stop the match because nobody can put him down otherwise. Re-injuring his face, having to wear that protective mask for so long in Corvette Wrestling, and being gone from out of action because of it, because he will not stay down. We know that fighting spirit is inside of Burn, and Burn is showing that fighting spirit here tonight. Even with the big boot there, he is doing everything he possibly can to make sure that Jim stays the fuck down. Stomp on the arm, trying to make Jim swap over. Now grabbing hold of the head, and now again targeting the bleeding portion of his head of Jim. Stomping on the head again. Oh no, there's blood leaking onto the canvas. Oh no, there's blood leaking onto the canvas. There is blood on the canvas. Jim is busted open big boy style. He is bleeding on the canvas. Jim is looking in dire straits right now. Well, Burn is definitely taking his time. He is eyeing up the opposition. He is dealing as much damage as he possibly can right now to secure the victory. And a 2 count from Jim. He is so busted open, but he's still fighting. He might need to hit the fire nado again to beat Jim, and I think that might be what he's planning to do right now. Or he's going to lung dart him into the corner again, busting his head open even more. Jim trying to fight back. He's trying to fight back there, but Burn quickly getting to the outside. He's getting to the outside so then he doesn't have to take much of a beating. And now Jim throwing over, going up for another suicide dive to the outside. We have seen 4 dives from Jim, only 1 missed. Spear to the outside. Jim, like, just trying his absolute best right now. 3 count by the ref. Burn quickly getting up. Jim throwing down the announce table parts. I do not think that's a good idea. 4 count by the ref. And Burn with a splash. The ref is telling him to get in this ring. It would be ashamed if this was a count out again. Burn, this is not the time to do submissions on the outside. You both need to get in the ring now. And Jim throwing Burn in the ring. I think Jim realizing that they need to be in the ring in order to continue this fight, and that is what's happening here. Byrne quickly grabbing hold of Jim, quickly with the shoulder barge, taking him down. Now Jim crawling into the corner. He's not staying down. He knows what could happen. And again, Byrne targeting the head of Jim, which is severely busted open. Going over the cover here. That might just be it. No, it isn't. It isn't, because Jim is still fighting. Former hardcore champion shining through right now. Looking for the Jim driver one more time. Could this be it? Nails it one more time. This might be it. 1, 2, 3, and that was it, but at what cost? Byrne getting taken down one more, like just getting taken down in this main event. I don't want to say one more time, but Jim is bleeding heavily. We need to get a doctor here. There's blood all over this canvas, but he is currently the heavyweight champion. So congratulations for Jim. We'll see if we can get a medical update on him. But thank you all very, very much for watching Acid Storm. And we will see you very shortly for Coew Wrestling episode 13, where the main event will be Edward P123 versus CM Punk one last time.